Hello, everyone. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the World Class Championship Wrestling Review Series. We are on the 26th of March in 1983. 83 has been an eventful year thus far, and that continues here. I've got one more episode that I've got to watch some more, but finished the first episode in April, and we'll have that up tonight as well. So we open with David Von Erich talking about Jimmy Garvin and the Freebirds. Obviously, the Von Erichs and Freebirds, the hottest thing in world class in Texas right now in wrestling in 1983. And he talks about wanting to get the Freebirds in the ring in a 3-on-3 match, maybe the 6-man titles. He also talks about how dangerous Jimmy Garvin is and the fact that he wants his Texas championship back, obviously. That doesn't happen as quickly as he would like, I'm afraid. He is more angry than we normally see David, obviously, because very clearly Jimmy Garvin could have, with that move, both in kayfabe and real life, if you hit it wrong, could have broken his neck. We do go into a very strange clash of styles as the new Texas champion, the gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, faces off against Jose Lothario, and really being a championship match, I suppose that Garvin lets it be taped here. Sunshine, of course, with him. I don't know exactly when Precious comes in, but I know she comes in sometime while he's in Texas, I'm pretty sure. And Lothario looks to be in pudgy shape. Actually, I almost wonder if it wasn't to mock that, as Garvin does some push-ups, pre-match push-ups to kind of get under his skin. Use of the arm bars, arm locks, and the like early by Lothario. Lothario not impressed with anything or anyone, especially as it pertains to Jimmy Garvin. Garvin does eventually grab a headlock and try to slow the match down. Obviously, he does have the size and weight advantage, so a shoulder tackle is to his advantage. They do pick up the pace a bit, and Garvin just barely gets over on a monkey flip. And then the match slows down again to a battle of arm bars and headlocks, depending on who's applying them, and the champion does roll out of the ring for comfort and consultation with his manager Sunshine, and it is clear that he is not impressed with any of this. We also see that he takes a low blow and a cheap shot to get things going back his way. He does keep the match going slowly with chin locks and turns into chokes upon occasion. Garvin, though, as the new champion, does not seem terribly intimidated, although he does do a heck of a sell for the backbreaker from Lothario. Garvin tries the Boston Crab. Lothario kicks him off. He's trying to use the ropes, gains the victory there using the ropes, and the referee does not see it, so he is victorious. We move on to King Kong Bundy and Akbar talking about oil and the Akbar investments. They actually do a piece about the importance of OPEC and oil. Bundy does, during the interview, ask for an $80,000 car, and the good old general bats a single eyelash at it and says, of course, ask the finance guy. So the portrayal is that General Akbar might be one of the richest people in Texas, if not close to it. Anyway, Bundy versus Toriatsu is up next, and Yatsu is unimpressed with Bundy, and Arman Hussein, who does Yatsu's talking, let's call him Yahoo, totally different era altogether, and not even the one we're in now. does Yatsu's talking, and it's clear that this doesn't impress Bundy. The ceremonial stances and something like that from Yatsu doesn't impress him either. Bundy does go for the arm several times. It's a light drop on the arm, more on the mat work from Bundy, which I don't quite understand the concept of taking a 400-pound guy and making him work a traditional style match. Some people say you can't go as far with him. Amazingly, you do see Bundy near the end of the match taking a single kick and taking a bump for it, which he wouldn't have done a few years later, no doubt. But anyway, Bundy tries to avoid the claw, does get back to his feet, and goes after Yatsu. Big back body drop, although they didn't exactly time it too great, as Bundy was almost asking him what he wasn't doing when he went up there. Yatsu does eventually bring his kendo stick into the ring. This makes Bundy angry, and Bundy asks for a future kendo stick match between the two of them, which I don't know if I've seen yet, ever, but sounds like a good time. We move to a tag team main event as Hayes and Gordy take on Kevin and Kerry Von Erich in a Texas-style Texas tornado match, basically. All four guys allowed in there. So you know that the Freebirds are going to try and use that extra to cheat, and they're given about, 8 or 9 minutes here, clipped together, and Hayes and Gordy are your Freebird representations. Of course, it seems like they're brawling all over the place, and they are. Nobody really has any control of this. At one point, we see Hayes send Kerry to the outside, going after Kevin, and that breaks down even further. Kerry is back in the ring and having a hard time go of it, and it's clear that the Freebirds at this point have at least partially split the crowd. Kerry dumped to the outside again. Never goes well when he ends up out there. The referee's losing control again, and a dump to the outside over the top rope goes Kevin. Referee doesn't see it, so to my knowledge, not a DQ, but needless to say, match is complete chaos, and I think the referee actually does call it off at a point, although he may have also been stating the frustration he has with seeing Von Erich on the floor and not knowing how he got there, because the referee was not the most observant individual. Gordy puts Kerry Von Erich in a tree of woe in the opposite corner, and they do damage to him for a few minutes. The eventual reality is that Kerry and Kevin do not get what they want out of this, which is a level of victory that satisfies their frustration points. And so the Freebirds and the Von Erichs will have to live to fight another day. We close the program with Bundy stating that he wants a kendo stick or a martial arts stick match with Yatsu somewhere down the road, and we move into April of 1983 here on the World Class Review Series.